Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Ultra Street Fighter 2 Ryu figure from Jada Toys. The Fei Long figure from this line became an instant favorite for me this year, so the question is Ryu just as strong? Well, let's talk about that. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure looks incredible, and very much what we saw with Fei Long, just very kind of character accurate, and yeah, I mean, just they've got great proportions going on here. All the colors seem to be spot on. Not only that, but that face sculpt is just, I mean, that is definitely Ryu. That's probably one of the best likenesses I think we've ever gotten in any line for Street Fighter. So that's absolutely fantastic. And yeah, I mean, Jada's killing it here. For mine, there are just a couple of splotches of, you might see that little red mark from the headband coming out of the forehead. And I think I have like a red spot back here on the hair, but those are very, very minor. I actually had to like scrutinize this to see that. So definitely not a mark, a total mark against it. Stuff like that is going to happen in a mass market line. But beyond that, just pretty much the same torso we saw from Fei Long, or with Fei Long, pardon me, under the gi top. And then the arms are pretty much the same up until the forearms, which have the top of the gloves here molded as part of the sculpt. And speaking of that, we do get this nice texturizing to those gloves as well, which is very, very nice. I don't think we've seen that in a Ryu figure before. Sculpt goes all the way to the other side of the hands as well. So lots of love and attention to detail going on here. We do have some paint kind of bringing out the highlights of the musculature here. And for the gi itself, there's definitely a little bit of a wash going on. Might not transfer as well here on camera, but there's definitely some kind of like a little bit of gray here and there to just bring out the wrinkles. Not only that, but to speak of the texture of the gi itself. So you can see that kind of woven texture moving in there. And yeah, just overall, great looking figure. A really succinct group of accessories here, and it seems to be the kind of flow of what we're getting for this line, which is an effect piece, two head sculpts, and two different sets of hands. So starting right off, we get some fists right out of the box, and then we get a pair of Hadouken hands as well. And then we get two face portraits, so we just get the stoic, very straightforward Ryu expression, and then we get the gritted teeth, angry look. Both just beautiful, beautiful sculpt. The paint on the angry head is a little bit better on mine. So the kind of little splotches that I said were on the other one are definitely not apparent here. And then we get our effects piece. So first we do get a stand, and that is to hold the aforementioned Hadouken. And one of my favorite details here, we got some nice clear blue plastic, but I love that they have the hands like molded in there. I don't know if those are actually separate plastic pieces or not. It kind of looks like it, but it might just be some light blue paint applied to the inside of that translucent plastic. Otherwise, just a really cool looking piece. And there's a hole somewhere here, there you go, to put it on that stand. So that's accessories. Articulation here is absolutely insane, and honestly, for the price point, cannot be beat. I mean, but most of the times I see this type of articulation at figures at least minimum twice the price. As you can see, we can hold a freestanding kick. That did fall over a little bit. I've been playing with this one a lot, so the ankle joints on mine are a little loose from me, like kind of posing it a lot. But plus we get the bottom of the feet are completely sculpted, so there's a little bit there. But other than that, you can get this into freestanding, a lot of really good freestanding kicks. So that one just kind of let out right before. But as you can see, just like insane range. So breaking it down, very much what we saw with Fei Long. So our head, we do have a barbell going from the head to the neck. The neck has I believe, a ball joint coming to the body, and that means we get all the way down, all the way up, and all the tilt. Go anywhere we want to go without any sort of hindrance whatsoever. Just positively beautiful. Then we have some butterfly joints, which are hidden by the gi top here. So we're coming back about that far, forward about that far. So these are a little bit tighter on this figure than they were on Fei Long for me. And then we get a hinge and swivel at the shoulder. So we're coming up to a T, bicep swivel. We have double jointed elbows coming all the way in half. We have hinge and swivel at the wrists, all horizontal. Then we get, again, my favorite configuration. We have a ball joint at the diaphragm, a ball joint at the waist. That brings us really nicely forward, beautifully back. We're kind of running into the gi a little bit on the back, And then of course we're getting lots and lots of side to side. Then we come to the hips and full splits, absolutely no problem whatsoever. That also includes our front kick, which even comes up a little bit more because the kind of like hips piece is a little rubbery, so that gives you a little bit of play there as well. We get thigh swivel, double jointed knees all the way in half, and then we get swivel here right under the leg of the pants, which is very beautifully hidden. Then we get perfect point, absolutely just pretty much perfect forward, and some beautiful rocker. So articulation here is just absolutely just incredible. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with Fei Long and some other Street Fighter lines, with some Hasbro and some Mattel, with some imports, with some monsters. Finally, with articulated icons Oni and yours truly in human form as a Valorverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the Ultra Street Fighter 2 Ryu figure from Jada Toys is that this is just an incredible figure. Much like Fei Long, and as I've said in multiple times in both reviews, these figures absolutely feel like they should be twice the price point at least. You know, the articulation is there, the feel of the plastic is pretty much perfect all around. They're fun to pose, they look great, they're just all around the best Street Fighter line so far. And yeah, I really hope this continues, and I hope they really get the entire Street Fighter 2 roster on, and hell, maybe even move on to other Street Fighter games. So yeah, obviously can't recommend this enough. And yeah, it's available various places. This shows up on, you know, shelves and Targets, also on various online retailers, not limited to Entertainment Earth, of whom I happen to be an affiliate. And so if you either use the code that shows up right here or use the link in the description, and this is in stock, you'll get 10% off, regardless of whether it's in stock or not. If your total order is over $59, you'll get free shipping. So definitely get down on that if you're interested. And yeah, beyond that, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. If you did, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, etc. And yeah, hope to see you back, because I do multiple reviews a week of action figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, and more. So come on back, let's talk some toys, let's have some fun. And ultimately, I hope that you are well. I hope that all of your toy dreams come true. And most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.